It was a regular afternoon. After picking up my daughter from kindergarten, we went straight to the kitchen together. I have a slightly ambitious habit. I always want weekday evenings to go perfectly. Dinner prepared neatly, my child eating happily, the whole family laughing and chatting. That day, I decided to make bun sao, a Vietnamese savory pancake that everyone in the house loves. I eagerly prepared the batter, chopped the vegetables, made the dipping sauce, and started frying the shrimp and pork. Meanwhile, my 5-year-old daughter trailed closely behind me, insisting on helping. "I want to crack the eggs," she said, holding up a tiny spoon with gleaming excitement in her eyes. Images flashed through my mind. A chaotic kitchen, eggshells everywhere, flour in the air, and a more exhausting evening than expected. I was about to say no, like I had many times before, but something made me stop. Maybe it was that sparkle in her eyes, or the way her little voice sounded like she was pleading. I smiled softly and said, "Okay, but you have to listen to Mommy, all right?" And so, we began. The first egg cracked all wrong. Half the egg white landed on the counter, while the shell ended up in the bowl. She stirred the batter with too much enthusiasm, splattering it all over. And me? Honestly, I wanted to scream, but I didn't. I took a deep breath, stepped back, and let her do it her way. We laughed when the first pancake came out burnt. She proudly called it her volcano bun sao. I burst out laughing, realizing this evening was far from perfect, but deeply memorable. After cleaning up the mess and enjoying our special edition pancakes, we sat on the floor. She leaned her head on my shoulder and whispered, "I like cooking with you, Mommy. You didn't yell at me, so I felt happy." That simple sentence, it struck deep in my heart. I used to think that as a mother, I needed to control everything, that if I didn't teach her the right way, she'd never learn. But I had forgotten something important. My child doesn't need me to be a supervisor. She needs me to be a companion. We're often so focused on teaching our kids skills, discipline, and order. But sometimes the most valuable lessons come from the mess, from moments when we let go of perfection. I realized I often set very high standards, not just for myself, but also for my child. But really, childhood doesn't need perfection. Childhood needs space, to try, to make mistakes, and to try again. It needs patience more than productivity. It needs love more than control. From that evening, I learned that perfection isn't what makes memories beautiful. Presence does. Your child won't remember how many times you mopped the floor, but they'll remember how it felt when you laughed with them over a burnt pancake. Letting your child do things with you, even if it means mess and extra time, is how you plant the seeds of confidence in their heart. And most importantly, parents don't need to do everything right. We just need to be there, with open hearts and listening eyes. If you're in the middle of a busy day and your child keeps asking you to play or help, if you're trying to keep everything orderly and your child is making a mess, remember, maybe what your child needs most today is something simple, to be near you. Let go of a little expectation. Instead of being the teacher, try being the co-adventurer. Because sometimes the moments that feel small and chaotic are the very ones that leave a lasting mark on a child's soul. Please like and subscribe to follow more stories from Roots and Wings. Thank you so much for watching.